Hello friend, welcome to Market Analysis channel. On this chart, I will be analyzing Mdex. Mdex showed a support from institutional investors on this particular bar, and it has triggered entry for traders to start entering their trades. It's now showing a very beautiful opportunity for those who have been missing out on Mdex. This is the time to join, and this is the time to make big money on Mdex. Let me go into this analysis in detail. My analysis will start from bottom to the top. I'll walk you through the present moment. I'll walk you through the big picture, and I'll walk you through the projection. That's the target price which Mdex will be heading from this particular point onward. Let's get started. When you look at the chart at the right hand side, you will see that there is a very huge volume. That's an explosive volume which shows the strength of the buyers coming into Mdex. Remember, in price action and psychology of the financial markets, precisely cryptocurrency trading, it's always good to trade alongside the institutional traders. They are the ones that move the direction of the market. They come in with huge volume. When they are buying, they buy with huge volume, and when they are selling, they sell with heavy volume. So we track the volume to know what the institutional traders are doing, and we show it to you so you can participate from it as well. Let me now come back to this bar. When you see this bar, it's a very explosive bar. It has a wide range, and the volume underneath is explosive as well, which has started our trading, and it's our entry bar. Let me explain some things around what happened in this area. Look at this bar. When we count the bar backward to the last bar, that is to this particular bar, which stopped the downward pressure. When you look at this bar, it's the bar that marked the low of the downward pressure before the price starts trading sideways for an extended period of time. All of a sudden, this bar now came up again and confirmed the strength of the buyers, that the rally has started again from Mdex. We have how many bars that keeps on ranging around the support zone. Let me count from this particular bar after it has stopped the downward pressure from the sellers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. We have about 14 bars that traded sideways and not much activity happening. When you look at these 14 bars, you will see that they are all above average volume. Even before this particular bar stopped the correction from the sellers, the volume have been dried up and it has gone below the average volume. That has told us that the sellers have exhausted their strength, and just little handful of buyers will overwhelm the sellers and they'll push the price upward. And that's exactly what happened on this area. When you look at the chart, just 3 bars why the buyers come in. 2 are below average volume and 1 is above average volume, and they've reversed the price up drastically. That shows the buyers have now resumed their rally on Mdex. But when you look at this chart from point 6, that's also a huge reversal bar that the sellers initiated, and that's what sent Mdex downwards to a support zone. And immediately the price rally up to this level. If it finally break above this resistance zone at 0.6, then the rally will resume, because it has started on this particular bar now. And if it finally resume, our next focus will now be the target profit, where Mdex will be heading to. Let me go into big picture and show you what has been happening in Mdex for an extended period of time. When you look at my chart, you will see that from the left hand side, you see that Mdex bottom, and after this particular bottom, Mdex continue a strong upward rally, which sent it up to a very high price at our 0.1. Then the sellers came in very hard, they push it downward towards 0.2. When Mdex gets to 0.2, it establishes a support zone. The support zone pushes back up a bit, it still come back again to retest the support zone at 0.3. the buyers come in again, they push the price upward grudgingly. It rises to as high as 0.5, but the sellers still fought back and they push the price back again to 0.4, still on the same support zone. Then buyers come in again and they push the price upward to 0.6. That's the last resistance that the sellers made before the price now finally dropped back to the support zone, the current area that the price is at the moment. Now, let me try to show you from point 1 what happened if there is a breakout of an upward downward trend line from our point 1, which is the highest peak that Mdex make after the market bottom. I'll be drawing our trend line connected to the lower high at 0.5. You can see this shows that 0.1, 5, and 6 are the resistance zone for the sellers, and the resistance zone keeps getting lower and lower. From 0.1 it's low to 0.5, 0.5 it's low to 0.6, and 0.6 now, the new resistance zone is almost above the trend line here. But when you look at the support zone at 0.2, 0.3, and 0.4, you see that the support zone stays on the same level. The buyers are not giving any ground. They couldn't allow the sellers to break in their support zone. So that shows it has support zone is intact. And what's happening now in the big picture is telling us that Mdex has bottomed because it has finally hit the support zone again and it's now bouncing up. But the resistance zone, which keep reducing, has now come close to above our 200-day moving average. So once this price rally above the downward trend line, the rally has resumed already and we can add more to our position here. So this is our first entry on this bar. This will be our second entry once the price rises above this trend line to add more to our position, and then we will also add additional position again once we are above 0.6. That's what is going on the big picture of Mdex. And now let me now talk about the projection. When you look at the projection, how did we arrive at this price? We are targeting 0.1. That's the resistance zone earlier that was made in Mdex around 0.2500 before the seller finally hit and sent the price downward. Looking at this analysis, we've shown the entry, we've shown the additional buy point, and we've also showed the target for you. It's now left for you to pull the trigger of your trade. If this analysis really help you in your coin holding and assist you, try to subscribe to the channel for more updates and more analysis for market updates. And if you have any question, you can click the video, you like it, and you post your question in the video comments. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next analysis. Bye bye.